Not too long ago, I stepped away from my YouTube channel and my online course creation and coaching business for 90 days, right? I took a 3-month maternity leave for my baby boy, and I was a first-time mom, and it was the first time I had stepped away from my business entirely. I had held my breath because I was like, here we go. Hopefully I systemized everything. And to my pleasant surprise, when I got back from my maternity leave, I was elated because not only did the business not lose money and just completely fall apart, it profited 30% every single month, yielding us 30 to 40K in revenue, which was really, really, really exciting. And I was ecstatic because this meant that if I had to step away in the future from my business, that I could do so and it could run without me. So in today's video, we're going to talk about how to automate, systemize, and scale your small business, your online coaching business, or course creation business so that you can have the ultimate freedom and flex of it running without you there. If that sounds absolutely fantastic to you, go ahead and type in time freedom in the comments and let's get to it. All right, so my number one advice that I would have after watching this video is literally go grab a notebook and decide when you are going to stress test your business now so that you can put this plan in place and take leave and see what happens so that you can recalibrate and adjust so that when life happens, you don't have to be in stress and you can know that you can step away for a week, 4 weeks, 3 months, whatever it is, and that your business is going to be okay. Because we all know that life happens, unfortunately, at the least expected moment. There's people, you and family can get sick. There could be a tragedy, an accident, something that happens within the family, something really unexpected that you have to handle. And so one of the most stressful things, if not the most stressful thing, is like I'm talking about you, but also myself, as a business owner, our involvement in the business is so high. We are literally the business for years as we build it up. And so that's the most stressful thing, is thinking about what would happen if I was gone. So I want you to put a date on the calendar in the near future, meaning the nearest quarter, and say hey, on this date, I'm taking 2 weeks off and I'm going to act as if there's no communication with me. And you're going to see what happens. You're going to evaluate the good things that happen, the bad things, the areas of the business that need improvement. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about the things that went well when I took my first maternity leave and the things that I'll be improving when I take my second extended leave. And so be sure to implement the things that work for you and that you align with. All right, so in no particular order, let's go with the topic of SOPs, or standard operating procedures. So this is quite kind of like a playbook to how your business works. The finances, the operations, the sales, the client delivery, the course creation and maintenance, everything that requires a process has to be documented in an SOP. This is the only way to get help and to train somebody on your team to come in and actually understand what it is that you do or that somebody else does so that they can replicate the process. One great way to create SOPs is with an app or a website, actually. It's called Tango. We've created all our SOPs in Tango and it's really, really clean. It's the free version is just fine. We still use the free version. So I'd highly recommend checking out Tango to create your SOPs and think about everything. Just do a brain dump and think about everything you do on a day-to-day basis. Like, how do you onboard clients? What is it that happens when somebody asks for a refund? How do you handle brand deal inquiries? How do you take notes in weekly team meetings? How do you assign tasks? Where is everything housed? Do you have a project management system? We'll talk about our project management system here in a second, but this is very, very essential to figure out what things you're doing in your business that have a step-by-step process that has to be documented so that you can show it to somebody else while you are away. Okay, the second thing, this is something that wasn't in place when I was gone, but it's going to be the next time I'm gone, and that is pricing and implementing a revolving pricing method. So typically when we have, as coaches, consultants, business owners, we have a one-time charge type deal for either a course, a product, or service, which is okay and is good, but is not incorporating durability into your business. And so one way to solve that is to charge an upfront price for the product, program, membership, etc. But then for people to continue to have access, then you charge a recurring fee. And so this is how you build up your MRR, or your monthly recurring revenue, is incorporating pricing. So before, just as an example, back then I sold a course for $1,000, and it was just a one-time thing where I left a lot of money on the table, where I could have charged something like $1,000 up front, and every month after that, for somebody to be a part of the community and get the coaching and everything, I could have charged $49 a month, something like that, so that you get paid upfront for what it is you do, but you're also building that security of the income. So that way, eventually, the idea is if you need to go a few months without doing any marketing or any promotion of your business can last, and it will have that recurring revenue already there so that you don't have to worry about it. It's like a win-win. The next thing is a lean team. Now, I can't emphasize this enough, because there was a point where I thought the more team members, the better, which I fully agree that people should be the best at what they do and should only kind of stay in their wheelhouse of things to do. However, I got to a point where I was trying to manage like 5 or 6 people. And when you get to that point of trying to manage 5 or 6 people, managing people takes so much of your time. It felt like all my time, because you have to check in with people, check their progress. Like, did you do this? What's the status of what's going on with the website project, etc. So here is where it's essential to have, there's 2 people, especially if you have a coaching business. Number 1, to have an OBM, or also known as a operations manager or a director of operations, online business manager. They're all kind of do the same thing, but this person comes in and basically takes over you as far as project management and team management. So they evaluate the progress of projects. They're able to step in and have the competency to be your right-hand person for marketing ideas. They're able to give you advice on streamlining systems. They're able to have progress reviews and performance reviews with your team. They're able to actually manage the team members, so everyone goes to this person instead of going to you. And it's way, way, way more efficient this way, and it frees up so much of your time. The next thing, kind of a sub bullet to ops manager, is a client success manager. This is, if you're a revenue, I would say your revenue has to be at least around the 250K annual revenue mark to have a client success manager. But this person is all in with client satisfaction and the client's experience, which is very essential whether you're there or not. But this person does things like, welcomes your clients during the onboarding, checks in with clients during the different months and the different phases of the program. They'll call them, they'll make sure to get feedback. They'll check in with the clients and say, hey, do you need anything from us? Where can we support? Are you stuck anywhere? Let's hop on a call, etc., etc. So they're really the lead in making sure not only the clients are happy and getting results, but that they stay longer and longer. The next thing you'll need are coaches. Okay, if you have an education business, an expert business, coaching business, and you have clients and you're teaching them one thing, then you will need to get coaches to help you out while you're gone. And this is a mindset thing that, especially the first thing that has to happen is a mindset reframe in most cases, because a lot of times we'll say no one else can teach this or, get people results the way I can in this subject matter, which is valid at first. However, with strong processes and SOPs and training a co-coach on your frameworks and how you deliver something, they can easily understand what it is you do and be able to deliver the content and teach your clients and also get them results the same way that you can. I would say it would take anywhere from 3 to 6 months to train co-coaches. And the thing is with them, when you have a co-coach that you want to hire in mind, you want to make sure that they actually have experience in what it is you're teaching. So let's say for meditation, for example, if you are if you are a mindset coach and you help clients with meditation and spiritual guidance, you want to make sure that the person that you're hiring to help teach this, they have experience in those areas and they also love it as much as you do. This is what's going to help not only with that awesome client experience, but also it's cool because a lot of times the co-coaches bring a fresh new perspective to what it is you're doing, and they're able to deliver it in their own way, but still fall within the frameworks of how you teach it. Okay, so systems is the very next thing and the most probably important thing. And a system, I've defined it before so many times, but here's how I define it. It is a repeatable assembly line of a combination of processes, tools, and people. This is what creates the system, that trifecta right there. And there's several different systems within a business. There's sales systems, there's sales team systems, there's operational systems, client delivery systems. So for example, an onboarding system. The system that we have is when somebody purchases, we have automated functions that automatically sends them enrollment instructions, onboarding emails, questionnaires to fill out so that we don't have to manually do it. There's another function we have in place that we use Zapier. So Zapier automatically sends the contract so they can sign it. So all of these things are systems that we've built over the past years. Sales, for example, what's a popular sales system that a lot of people use is a launch of whatever product or service. For us, or for me, when I left for my first maternity leave, I had a webinar sales funnel that was the sales system for a course and a program. So that was, people, that was all automated, like 100% hands off. No one really had to touch it. This time around, it was much harder because now we have high ticket programs like 6K, 10K, and even at the 20K level. And this requires people, sales closers, to close the sale at that level of investment, right? So now, like for me, I had to learn all about, first of all, I had to learn how to sell high ticket. So I can close now. I would consider myself a high ticket closer. But not only that, I had to learn how to hire appointment setters, hire closers to help me. I had to learn like how to keep track of our sales calls, like all the data. And so this was a huge, extensive system that I had to build. And so we had to put together things like a daily closer checklist, an SOP for our appointment setters, all of these things. And this is one of those things where it's like almost there. If I stepped away, do I think it would work? Yes. But I don't think it would work optimally. So that's why I am hustling right now and in grind mode, still participating in sales calls until I feel it's at a level where I can step away. But I wouldn't be hesitant to stress test it right now. I would feel comfortable leaving for a few weeks if I had to and know that my sales team could handle the influx of people and the booked calls and everything like that. The last thing, and I guess it's a system as well, is your traffic. And so obviously on this channel, I'm a big advocate and I teach YouTube organic traffic. I really do believe that there is a marriage of both organic and paid ads combined together that make a great system. And so while you step away, when I stepped away, all I needed was organic traffic. And so there's been transitions and rebuilding and reshifting in my business where I've also incorporated paid ads. And so a great thing to leverage while you are away is paid advertising, because it is a source of traffic that you can turn on and it starts to advertise your business, which is amazing. And so that's really cool, but just make sure that whatever paid traffic sources you're leveraging are up to KPI, meaning that they are cost beneficial, they are optimized, they are performing well, and they're at a scalable level so that it's not going to lose you money while you are gone. And of course, your ads team or in-house person that's running your ads really should know what they're doing. They should have all the design assets that they need from you. They should be able to develop your copy if you're not around. They should be able to do the copy, create the video assets, the image assets, all of that. Now with organic, I teach organic systems and content creation and how to run your YouTube channel without you being there. And so what I'll go ahead and do is link a video all about getting clients from YouTube and the content creation systems and YouTube team you can implement in your YouTube channel and business, so that if you need to walk away, the channel will survive, grow, and generate leads and sales while you are gone. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and click right here, and I will see you on that video.